Yes, I could say the greatest third and fourth played in the football history was the game against England versus France. To be fact, the game was very superb. Yes, the game was very clean, very superb. I wouldn't lie, but I don't know why would France in the first place, in the first half, be standing for Spain to be trolling him just like that. How could it be there for someone to score like four goals in the first half, that tearing a dime? And I'm also wondering why Spain will be there and France are just equalizing the goals in some way. The game was so superb, very natural. I could testify. The game was natural because we clearly see that. But one thing about the England coach, why do you have a very important game to play and you'll be benching your best midfielder and your best attacker? Why will you bench Bellingham and then bench Hurricane? Doesn't make sense. This one doesn't make sense because I don't see the reason why you should bench your striker. Why will you do that? Because you have an important game to play. The game you're going to play is against France. France is not a small team. France is a very big team. Someone that have won a World Cup in just 8 years ago and went to final in the last 4 years and still struggling in the third round. I'm going to play against this person. Are telling me that you, what is that? Huh? What is Spain school doing? Thomas Tuchel. There's a question mark behind this. Something needs to be asked around that. Now, what is he doing against that? What is he doing? What has Bellingham done? Oh yeah, I got to notice that from one source saying that the coach said none of the players need to leave the premises where they are camping to meet their girlfriends until the third or fourth are played. But there was a disobedience between Hurricane and then Bellingham. They went outside to go and sleep with their girlfriends, and as a matter of that, they were out of the league. And also, I could clearly see that why would the England team lose against Argentina? And why did Bellingham in the first place fight against Messi? Let's be clear with this. And why would the coach take out all his star players and bring out defenders when you are clearly playing against Argentina? Why will you defend against Argentina? Why will you be so defensive when you know that Argentina will be striking from every single angle that they get? Why will you play without your attacker, without your best midfielder? Why will you take the Declan Rice out of it in the first place? Just think of it. I think I'm making sense over here because this is like Spain's coach, France coach, how do you call it? England's coach is doing something I don't like. He's doing something I don't like, to be frank.